What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Vince's return and WWE's sale, the real reason why WWE is up for sale, WWE wrestlers worried about Vince McMahon, is Vince coming back to creative, WrestleMania 39 has already broken records, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at why is the WWE suddenly on sale? The story of the WWE reportedly being prepped for sale has led to various questions, including who might buy the company and when the sale might happen. Another question is why the WWE is suddenly going up for sale. Apparently one reason is that the company is looking to cash in on its popularity before its TV rights deals expire. As you probably know, the WWE makes major money from its deals with NBC for airing Raw and NXT, not to mention its big payday from Fox for the rights to SmackDown. Dave Meltzer commented on the Wrestling Observer Radio, now the idea is that they're looking to sell before the TV deal. The WWE may want to encourage the companies that pay for TV rights to consider buying the company outright, with the idea being the purchaser will save money in the long run by avoiding a TV rights bidding war. Another possibility that hasn't been discussed much is that there's a belief among some industry analysts that the current trend of companies paying outrageous sums for content is beginning to wind down, except for the most premium of content such as the NFL. The WWE may opt for a sale, leaving its future owner to deal with any changes should the demand for content affect prices. Next up, when will the WWE be sold? While the WWE sale seems to be in the planning stages, the company is exploring the idea. CNBC's Alex Sherman commented, WWE has hired JP Morgan to help the company advise on a potential sale. According to people familiar with the matter, if a deal occurs, it would likely occur in the next 3 to 6 months, said the people, who asked not to be named because the discussions are private. As for potential buyers, names include Amazon, a creative artist agency, Comcast, which owns NBC, Disney, Endeavor Group Holdings, which owns UFC, Fox, Liberty Media, which owns Formula One, Netflix, the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund, and Warner Bros. Discovery. Be sure to check out our website for a detailed look at why the WWE is an attractive asset, what a sale could mean for the entire industry, and who the prospective buyers are. Next up, wrestlers worried about Vince McMahon's return. There's a feeling of dread backstage in the WWE now that you know who is back, at least according to several reports we've heard, including one from Dave Meltzer, who noted on the Wrestling Observer Radio that the morale was much better without Vince McMahon. Now everyone's worried again, because it's like if Vince is in charge and they're trying to sell, does that mean they're going to start doing cuts again? One of the reasons the WWE was able to earn records during the pandemic was the massive cuts it made to the roster in 2020 and 2021. Triple H had signed talent at Tony Khan-like pace since returning to the company, and Vinnie may feel the company will look more appealing with a smaller payroll. A case can be made that the WWE has too many wrestlers. The question right now is whether the WWE wants to shake up the status quo by unloading its underutilized wrestlers when it's attempting to sell the company. One of the takeaways from Vince's return is that there's a potential for it to lead to an internal power struggle. If a power struggle were to occur and the news went public, it could affect both the WWE stock price and its attractiveness as an asset. Next up, some potentially bad news as Vince McMahon could come back to creative. A cuts may not be the only reason the roster should be concerned, as there's a feeling Vince's return to creative is only a matter of time. Dave Meltzer analyzed the circumstances of Vince's comeback, saying, I think the fact that he's going to be the key person selling, he may be looking for assurances that he'll be in charge. The thing with Vince is that if a deal was good for the stockholders with him not in charge, once it's sold, it's out of his hands. He's never getting back in. As for when Vince might take complete control, he mused, the idea of Vince taking charge and everything like that, I don't see that happening for a couple of months. I don't think that's happening this week or anything like that. Now, we discussed this earlier when we pointed out McMahon may be moving slowly as he consolidates his power before regaining complete control. As noted in previous videos, chances are that Vince's return isn't the orderly proceeding the WWE is trying to paint it as. Next up, WrestleMania 39 wrecks record. Congrats to the WWE on their latest success as WrestleMania 39 has set a new record. The LA Times is reporting WrestleMania goes Hollywood seems to also mean WrestleMania breaks box office, as World Wrestling Entertainment announced Monday that WrestleMania 39, to be held in April 1st to 2nd at SoFi Stadium, broke the company's gate record for any WrestleMania, with this year's gate already at over $18 million, according to sources not authorized to speak publicly. As Mitchell and other reporters noted, the WWE hasn't announced one match yet for the show, which demonstrates just how marketable the WrestleMania brand has become. Like the NFL's Super Bowl, the WWE's WrestleMania is a must-see show by wrestling fans and to a lesser extent even non-wrestling fans. The idea of selling an event on its name is quite the accomplishment and something that WWE seems committed to doing with its other PLEs. The WWE confirmed the news in a press release, which also discussed its recent record-breaking gates. Additionally, WWE set in market gate records for SmackDown and Raw events in more than 20 markets for the year, including the December 30th SmackDown, which took place in Tampa, Florida, and heralded the return of WWE superstar John Cena. Not only is this record good for WWE, but it's also good for any attempt to sell the company, as it suggests it's hot property. Next up, WWE doubling down on Money in the Bank. WWE's recent announcement that it will hold the 2023 Money in the Bank PLE in London, England, has fans excited as it marks the second year in a row the WWE will hold a PLE outside the US. Now there's a report coming that looks to make the event even more exciting by adding two big matches. According to Zero News, we've received some information this morning about King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring. A source has confirmed us that the current plan is for the King and Queen of the Ring to be crowned at the Money in the Bank PLE. There were also rumors that WWE would hold a King of the Ring Queen's Crown PLE in 2023. Would you guys like to see a separate PLE for the WWE's tournament, or should it hold the finals and the Money in the Bank? Next up, Shelton Benjamin's big celebration. Fans witnessed the 20-year anniversaries of superstars John Cena and Randy Orton in 2022, and recently the WWE celebrated another 20-year anniversary, that of Shelton Benjamin. Shelton wrestled on Main Event, defeating Rip Fowler, and prior to the match, WWE aired a hype video celebrating Benjamin's return in the WWE. Wrestling Observer Figure 4 Online's James Cox described the festivities as, before the match they played a package to celebrate Shelton Benjamin's 20 years in WWE. There were clips of his debut, his ladder matches, and his work with some of the biggest stars in the business. The talking heads were great, with Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle being the pick of the bunch. While Benjamin's career often sees him putting over younger talent, he's held plenty of titles in WWE and elsewhere. Benjamin told the fans his career isn't over yet and that he still considers himself the gold standard. With continued rumors that WWE is going to reforge the Hurt Business, don't be surprised to see Shelton showing up on Raw on a regular basis. And finally, Chris Jericho debuts in PWG. Last but not least, Pro Wrestling Guerilla's PWG Battle of LA show got a surprise guest when Chris Jericho and the rest of Jericho's Appreciation Society showed up for an impromptu match. According to Wrestling News, Chris Jericho made his PWG debut at Sunday night's Battle of Los Angeles event in a surprise appearance when he showed up alongside the entire Jericho Appreciation Society faction. Garcia was at the show to team with Jonathan Gresham and Kevin Blackwood, but refused, claiming he only wrestles with sports entertainers. As a 6-man match turned into a 10-man match, the Wizard teamed with JAS's Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara, Matt Menard, and Angelo Parker against Jonathan Gresham, Evil Uno, SB Kento, Michael Oku, and Kevin Blackwood in a 10-man tag bout. The JAS picked up the win after Jericho covered Blackwood for the 1-2-3. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.